So far, we have learned how to ping from one VLAN to another VLAN with different IP addresses assigned to each VLAN. So, one particular subnet will be assigned to one particular VLAN. So, in that VLAN, if we have a laptop or PC or any end device, how we can reach a different VLAN. So, we use the router and the SVI interfaces, everything we have gone through the previous video. But for now, I already have a video on IP addressing in a thorough 2 hour video I have previously created. You can go through that one for clarification. Let's say if we are sitting for the CCNA examination. So you need in-depth knowledge on how to calculate the IP addresses, what are the subnet, which subnet the particular IP address belong to. These kind of things they will ask, like initial IP address or the last IP address or first stop IP address. Particularly in CCN exam, they might ask like they'll point out like they will give a particular network address or IP address, and they might start questioning from that. How many valid host addresses you can find from this particular network or given subnet? So, which is the first usable IP address? Which is the last usable IP address? What could be the gateway or what could be the network address? So how many networks you can create with given uh, host count? So these kind of things they might question. So in that particular video, you might be having the entire clarification, and I have pointed out what kind of questions or what type of questions they are going to ask on that. Okay, but in actual environment, when you work on it, you don't need to calculate. We don't go and calculate everything and every time whenever we work on a real environment. We just go to the Google and we can find out certain things like this. Let's say you just type IP address calculator in Google, and you'll just browse and find certain links. I have opened the first two links. So the first one is this one, and this shows the calculation methods in depth. And my personal opinion is no need to go through this one like in depth. For now, it's not required. Okay, you just need to know what you are doing. In when you join a company, they are not going to question you like this. Maybe the interview they might have some few questions regarding the IP address and all. So for that, even you don't need to go through like spend your entire time on that. As I already pointed out, the previous video in the channel, you can see IP subnet calculations. I'll be posting this link in the description of this particular video. Okay, if you want, you can go through that one. But what I suggest you to do is like just I have opened the second link, and here you will see if you take like IP4 subnet calculator, you can find out class A, B, or C is there, and the subnet addresses are given. IP address they have mentioned randomly. They have mentioned just this is just for example. Let's say 162.120.187.96. What they wanted to know, it's been asked. Okay, so just wait. Let me go through the class C. For example, 192.168.20.5. Okay, so this is the IP address I've been given. I just need to know with what is the subnet of this, what is the network address, what is the usable host count, those kind of things I just wanted to know. So I type the address and I'm clicking on calculate. Okay, so IP address 192.168.20.5, the network address being given 192.168.20.4. So the usable host IP range they have given 20.5 to 20.6. Okay, so you can see here only two IP addresses are there. Okay, 192.168.20.5 and 192.168.20.6. These are the two usable host address, and 20.4 is going to be the network address, which is the first IP address of the network. And further, the last the last IP address would be 192.168.20.7. It's going to be the broadcast address. So total number of hosts are 4. The number of usable hosts are 2. In any IP subnet, the network address and the broadcast address. So you need to deduct 2 from each subnet. The rest is going to be the total number of usable hosts. Okay. So here the subnet is mentioned as 255.255.255.252. Okay. I know it's a bit confusing just like that when you start. If I post an IP address and I show these details to you, you'll be confused. Okay. The ones who don't have any idea regarding this one, so maybe it may be confusing, right? So no need to worry on that. You can go through the previous video on our channel. It's not, I just give a brief idea.